Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So South Carolina's offense will start this game off. This rivalry can fly under the radar from time to time, but trust me, the Gamecocks and Tigers do not like each other.
No, and it doesn't fly under the radar to the people in South Carolina, because there's always a debate of Clemson versus South Carolina and bragging rights fully on the line.
What's fun about this game is that someone gets to play spoiler, and in recent years we've seen Clemson in the national championship picture late in the year. Regardless of what South Carolina's record is, they are trying to ruin Clemson's season.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fires left, and they fail to hook up on third down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. So Clemson's offense will take the field for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah,
and the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Fires to the right. Got his man. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up second down.
To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him. A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Running with power. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Second down.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Finds his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You can tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14, Clemson, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line, and he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Going up top on first down. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Clemson will send the punt team out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on third down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got it on the outside, it's Brown. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires to the wideout. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming away with it.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And the Gamecocks get it past the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He's right on target. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow, defense.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looking to move it through the air. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, shipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Floats it out in space. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Complete to the left. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
And that is another first down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Slings it downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Give to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
That's a first down for the offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Clemson just put a beat down on the Gamecocks the last time these two met.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. And Clemson's talent being far superior, dominated, cocky. They got to have an answer this time, Jesse. They were embarrassed a year ago.
South Carolina just has to start faster. You're not going to beat a team like Clemson with all of their athletes if you're sleepwalking out of the tunnel.
For the offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Power football with the run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down right there. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Get it out on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
That makes the score. South Carolina, 21. Clemson, 3.
after putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Looking for a big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Fair catch called for and made. Line gets set, 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They're bringing heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Clemson is quick to the line. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackled there by the defense. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on 1st down. He wants to throw. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, the Palmetto Bowl is must-see TV, and today is no different. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the battle between South Carolina and Clemson plays out.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll call for the fair catch here. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll go back to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Snagged in the middle. It's Harbor. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
South Carolina, 24, Clemson, 3.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. And still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field, just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Running it back, it's Brown. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. To the air, it's Klubnik. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Clemson will send the punt team out. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Fast motion from the offense. Shakes off a tackler. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They're facing a 3rd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the ground. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Looking for a block. It's Brown. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the right. All kinds of running room. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 6.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll give it to the back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Complete in the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to get the first through the air. Part of the backfield, it's Hunt. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 31, Clemson, 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. The give out of the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
You know, and that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. He'll pull it on the read. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks! South Carolina starting to feel a little cocky, and why not, as they stretch the lead on Clemson.
They're cocky, and they should be the way they're dominating this game on both sides of the ball. They are bringing it to Clemson.
And South Carolina's fan base is one of the best in the country, and they are jacked out of their mind right now to be putting on their in-state rival.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Safe completion on the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it out fast.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself.
And the ball's on the ground. And the Tigers in the hurry up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On to attempt the try. And it's perfect. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.